So checking in with you today for like a little pre-1010 portal update. Now, so the 10 in tarot signifies like endings and new beginnings. It's huge for that. So the 10 is the Wheel of Fortune card. Like the major card is the Wheel of Fortune card, but even all the other smaller cards, they all somehow signify like either, you know, leaving things behind and basically walking into a new future. And this for me is what 1010 signifies. And it is the same, by the way. It's pretty much exactly the same in angel numbers. So if you've been seeing 1010 a lot, or you know, you feel really connected to this 1010 portal and you're feeling into some of this energy right now, I want to say right now, a lot of tiredness could be coming up, right? Because for me, when we're hitting these portals, it's like we're getting energy like upgrades. And since the full moon, like it's been quite huge. Well, actually since the equinox, it's been quite huge. The energy has been really huge. And if you're feeling really tired right now, just know that that's because there's a lot shifting within you. And for us to actually evolve, for us to actually do a lot of the inner work, it requires us to sleep, because that is like how things change. Just like, you know, just like in nature, they have a lot, like there's light and there's dark. Like we need that sleep time. So if you're called for more rest right now, absolutely honor that, because that will just help your upgrades, that will just help your healing, help things shift. And I also want you to, like, we are so programmed to think that we have to do all the time to get things done. And I want to like give you a new belief, and this is a complete new belief that you can bring in for this 1010 portal, that a lot of you're doing, like if we think we rest and we recalibrate and we realign for 80% of the time, and that actually we only do in like our actual action is actually only like 20%. And so that if we can think of like, the more I bring myself into alignment, into attunement with my heart and my soul, the more I am like letting go, like checking in with ego and see what he's telling me to do, the more I'm bringing myself into divine alignment, then actually the steps that I'm taking forward and the things that I'm doing to move forward, like they're more aligned and they're where I should be going. Where if we're just doing and we're not checking in, well, actually a lot of the things that we're doing are pointless. So I want you to think of like actually bringing yourself into more divine alignment, actually into this 80% of like non-doing and 20% of doing. And I know this is gonna be like, whoa, you know, but I truly find like our rest time, our recalibration time means we get so much more done. And so the 1010 portal is really, for me, like I say, it's the Wheel of Fortune. So it signifies shifts, it signifies new cycles, it signifies change, it signifies, and it can signify a lot of perspective shifts, okay? Lots of things shifting, lots of realizations, lots of breakthroughs happening. I want you to think of like, in like, and like I say, that new perspective shift I've just given you, like, you know, we are so conditioned to do, and then it can feel quite chaotic. And this is one of the things of like, of what could be happening right now, is that it feels quite chaotic because we're doing too much. And if we can just bring ourselves back into our heart and into our soul and think like, what do I actually truly want? What does my heart want? What does my soul want? That's actually where I should be going towards. What can I call in? What can I be manifesting? 1010 portal, huge manifestation portal, huge manifestation, especially around financial abundance, because the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, also signifies financial abundance. And like I said, this is actually very almost, you know, for the angel number, it's exactly the same. So it's a huge manifestation card. And the manifestation is like, you are bringing things to you, you are thinking about them, and they transpire in your reality. And this is where I think for me it's that 80% non-doing, 20% doing. So I really want you to start practicing with like intentional manifestation, thinking about it, visualizing it come into your life, like really be there, feel it. Do this every day. Call the energy into you. Literally see yourself in this new reality and spend time in that new reality every single day, in visualization, in body, in mind, body, and spirit. Be in that the things that you want. See it happening, watch it manifest. Believe it, switch your beliefs up. I even did a video yesterday in one of my courses at the energy vortex, and I said this time of the moon as well, this time we're in right now, and like in the afterglow, is not a time for like manic doing, but it is a time for moving forward. But it's not a time for like, it's a time for listening. It's a time for being really still. So when the moon's getting small, it's a time for being really still. We're not making massive like leaps forward. We are open to listening to the divine guidance and then making moves. And this is what I want the perspective shift to be, is that we are more open, we are more still, we are spending more time being, we are listening for that divine guidance, and then we are making moves. So it's 80% non-doing and only 20% doing. And you know, this like I say, this perspective shift, and if it's feeling quite chaotic right now for you, then this is definitely gonna help you. Like I say, we've got this manifestation is also a manifestation. This 1010 portal is also a huge manifestation portal, especially around financial abundance. The 10 and the Wheel of Fortune. So it's huge. Thinking of, you know, but again, it's not just about being still. It's about actually physically. The 10 is the 10 card in tarot is a very action based card. So it's like, right, but it's also about that soul wisdom and knowing that you are truly connected to in like divine power, internal power. So it's not just like making loads of different moves. It's actually going, this is not right for me. I've known this, I've had wisdom, you know, I've had a bit of divine guidance that this needs to shift here. I've had the divine guidance that this needs to shift here. You know, I'm feeling this is not, you know, I'm feeling this is not good for me anymore. We've got to start listening to that internal power and really feeling ourselves. Like, also, we are the Wheel of Fortune, so it doesn't matter where we're going, like we're always got that fortune. We can bring fortunes into our life wherever we go, but we've got to listen to that divine guidance. If we're listening and making those moves forwards, then it's always going to lead to our success and our fortunes. So it's bringing ourselves back in more into the divine alignment, rather than feeling like we're like, you know, spinning up here, spinning plates and spinning wheels up here, that we're actually like, it's almost like if you visualize pulling that all those wheels down and really feeling like you've got the power in your hand and the fortunes within you. And so if you're listening to that divine guidance that's coming through, every step you take forwards is leading you closer to success, closer to your fortunes. Okay, and that is a really big thing for me about the 1010 portal. It's like your leadership, your growth. You know, things may be ending, but they always begin. If you're losing things, it feels like you're losing everything, is because you'll gain so much more. There's this circle, like it never truly, things aren't just ending, things end, things begin, things, you lose things, you gain things. Like it's that wheel, it's that whole circular motion thing. That's what I'm saying. And when it comes to manifestation, it's knowing that you're like the biggest part of the wheel of manifestation. So make sure you're in there, make sure you're intentional with your manifestations, and then really be like, we are most powerful when we are still. You are most powerful when you are still, when you are being. And as collectively, we need to spend more time being and less time doing. Because we are most powerful when we are still, when we are calling the energy in through us, when we are visualizing, when we are manifesting intentionally, when we are seeing it, believing it, feeling it, and then watching it all manifest in front of us. Okay, and that's the kind of power you have. And this Wheel of Fortune vibe is really signifying all of this is coming. Like this is what we're shifting into. You know, and maybe it's you feel like you're in a bit of a complete whole season change. You know, like I say, lots of sleep, lots of rest, and there's like a complete new, a whole new season about to evolve for you. That's also coming with this, you know, those vibrations are also here with this 1010 portal. So yeah, like for me, new cycles, change, growth, manifestation, leadership, self-leadership, bringing yourself back into this divine environment, divine alignment, less doing, more being, more power, more knowing that you have power within you, within your whole being, to create the reality that you desire, and know that you are the fortune. Success is within you and you are the fortune. So listen and then make those moves.